Welcome to Dubrovnik, welcome to NEM. Your panel is named Customers First, and obviously there's a lot of pressure. Consumers always want more and more, and things are rapidly changing. How hard is it to adapt to those types of needs?
Well, I think it is really hard to adapt for industries which try to protect their former positions. And one of the best things industries can do is to relieve themselves from that pressure, to be free to innovate, to explore new things, and try out different models. We are living in a customer-centric time, and I think this will become even more and more intense. Worldwide, the most successful companies are those that can manage to really focus not only on the top, but in the entire company, to really focus on the customer. And these are the companies, especially the big tech giants, which are creating the new benchmarks. Mm-hmm. What is happening is that customers get spoiled. Everything gets personalized for them, everything gets customized for them. And the type of experience they get from the global brands, global players, that's what they expect from everybody. The very local players or national players, that's the type of experience that they want, simply.
How risky, how expensive is it to be so brave, so bold, to try out new things, especially in the market that's so narrow, like Croatia or the entire region?
Yeah. Well, I think, as said, I think the biggest risk is not to innovate and not to try new things. I think that in the end cost of that is highest. Of course, there is risk in innovating and trying out new things, but there is no innovation without failure. Mm-hmm. So I think that the way to do it is simply to control the amount of risk. So to fail fast and fail cheap, as they say in the startup world, but it can really be done, and it can be done in a structured, controlled way. Everything is changing. That's the only certainty that we have today, and not to innovate, not to change, is a huge mistake.
Talking about innovation, Styria in Croatia did a huge thing. You launched the first ever digital TV series aimed mostly at teenage audiences, and your service Jumbus, which was the first of its kind in Croatia and in the region, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. You got a lot of PR, you did a lot of new things, groundbreaking benchmarks, as you said earlier. What about financial aspects? I'm not expecting from you to tell me how much did something cost, but in terms of doing business long term is, today is something that you have to do. So how much money do you have to put in to get back? Yeah,
well, you will be surprised. Our legacy is that we were a newspaper publisher or print publisher, so we have newspapers and magazines, and our business got seriously disrupted in the last 10-15 years. Today we see ourselves as digital publishers, so our primary focus is on digital, and within this 10-15 years we really had to invest a lot. It was millions and millions and millions of euros to build a competence, to build a market position, to build a relationship with the audience on digital platforms. But in recent times, speaking about our ventures on YouTube, such as the YouTube channel Jumbus and the YouTube network, also called Jumbus, and the TV series that were made only for the platform of YouTube, so only digital distribution, that was intense investment, but the return on investment was almost immediate. Oh, so okay. Nowadays we see that within a year we can have a return on investment, and we can launch products that are profitable from the very beginning, practically.
So there will be a second season?
There will be for sure a second season, both of the drama series and the Video Star contest, and I think that the Jumbus project will expand even further, and it also creates a new type of relax in our company. We are not afraid to go out on other people's platforms and to try to bring to create business models not on our own properties.
And it must feel very, very good to be able to attract so many younger audience, and your competitors are always having problem with that, because usually, you know, if you're 13 to 15 in Croatia, you're not going to read news, you're not going to do anything that Jumbas really offers you, which is great.
Exactly, it's a really splendid position to be in. For all of the media industry, you know, how to attract the young, that's the holy grail. And we were also struggling for years, you know, how to do it. You know, whatever we try, we don't really get the really young audience, at least not as effectively. What we did finally, you know, we simply took a look. Okay, what are they doing? What is it that they really want? We are obviously not succeeding into telling them what they should want, so let's simply see what it is. And we saw that, you know, they are on YouTube, they are on Snapchat, and we will only get them if we adapt to whatever they are doing. And as soon as we did that, we were immediately successful.
Magic happened.
Yeah, and you know, now we have this funnel where all the teenagers come through, and we can now channel those same teenagers becoming adults to other digital brands that we are developing.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you.